Okay, I'm finally on. Sorry it took some time to get on. It's having some technical difficulties on my behalf. So I take responsibility for that. All right, so let's get into it. Give me 1 second, and we will get this show on the road. Patrick Foxy. Reaction Episode 1. Okay. Let's see. What do we have for today? Okay, I don't need this. I don't need this for right now. The draw illustration feels like what exactly I manage. Don't need this. What do we have to watch today? $30. Okay, we'll do that one. Oh, nothing too long. Oh, I'm supposed to go to Monte. Sensei. Sometime. Two days ago, huh? One, two. And then done. You hear nothing? You don't hear me? Am I on mute? No. There's no way I'm on mute. Oh, okay. I just don't have nothing playing. Yeah, I don't have anything playing right now. If I do, you probably hear this Halo song. Okay, just paused it.
This live streamer who's
Okay, so we have some new stuff that we're going to knock out today. I'm gonna make sure they're not super long because some of them are kind of like long, and I don't want them to be long. So, okay, so we're gonna start slow and get into it. Yeah, let me see. Right here. This looked interesting to me. I was thinking about getting this game, but I was not totally sure about it. So we're gonna jump into it and see what we can do. Okay. All right, so this video is called So this is the video from Arknight. He has 39.2k subscribers. The video says every Monster Hunter fan needs to hop on Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. So we're gonna see where this goes.
Wild's expansion too far. Me like Monster Hunter, but Wild's expansion too far. Me not want to play GU or World for the 15th time, so me play Anime Monster Hunter, which will get big DLC next month. Me have lots of fun, and me want you to have lots— Okay, I'm gonna stop this bit because it's getting annoying. This video is not sponsored, so I can say whatever I want, like frick and crap. My mom watches my videos. I'm only here today because you and I both like Monster Hunter, and while we're waiting for new Monster Hunter stuff, there is a game that you could try that's gonna get a massive expansion next month. I will tell you later in the video why this expansion is the equivalent of a Monster Hunter G rank or Master rank, but I think for starters, I think I should cover what this game even is and what the similarities between Grand Blue and, you know, Monster Hunter actually are. Right off the bat, I gotta tell you that this—
Oh, wait, I just remembered. Hold on. Wait, hold on.
This game is on PS—
Yeah, it is off. Hold up.
for PS—
There we go. Alright, let me pull this back. There we go.
Me like Monster Hunter, but Wild's expansion too far. Me not want to play GU or World for the 15th time, so me play Anime Monster Hunter, which will get big DLC next month. Me have lots of fun, and me want you to have lots— Okay, I'm gonna stop this bit because it's getting annoying. This video is not sponsored, so I can say whatever I want, like frick and crap. My mom watches my videos. I'm only here today because you and I both like Monster Hunter, and while we're waiting for new Monster Hunter stuff, there is a game that you could try that's gonna get a massive expansion next month. I will tell you later in the video why this expansion is the equivalent of a Monster Hunter G rank or Master rank, but I think for starters, I think I should cover what this game even is and what the similarities between Grand Blue and, you know, Monster Hunter actually are. Right off the bat, I gotta tell you that this game is on PS4, PS5, PC, and Switch 2, and there is crossplay. Oh, the core gameplay loop is pretty much the same thing. You have, you know, a hub area, and then you select a quest to do from a quest maiden, and off you go on a quest to kill stuff and upgrade your gear. There are tons of different quest types, like taking on waves after waves of enemies in order for it to become an attrition battle, defense type quests where enemies will consistently try to destroy an objective that you have to protect, and of course the big unique boss battles that will range from just you and a bunch of—
There's cowgirls? What? Alright, let's see.
NPCs or a bunch of friends fighting the boss in one room, to a full-on siege where you will have a boss that has unique mechanics. Once you finish your quest, you go and upgrade your gear, but unlike Monster Hunter, you're not upgrading armor, you're upgrading the character's weapons. Now, each character can only use one type of weapon, which would make you think that the game is lacking in variety. I mean, after all, Monster Hunter has 14 different weapon classes, but every single character in Grand Blue Fantasy Relink is their own class. Sure, you'll have tankier and, you know, ranged kind of characters, but every single character has a unique moveset and a unique skill set as well. And there are 29 of them. Some excel in supporting your allies by buffing them or healing them. Others will excel in melee or ranged DPS, and others are just really good at tanking. On top of upgrading your character's gear, you will actually upgrade your character itself. After quests, you get points. You get to spend these points to unlock different passives and even active skills, some of them being transferable between all characters, and a lot of them are unique to each character. Which is why I strongly advise you to fuck around with the roster, discover any different characters that you might like before you start upgrading them, because you don't want to upgrade one character all the way to the max and find out that, whoa, actually, there's another character that I like even more. Now let's talk about the—
Well, I don't know, the visuals are very nice. I'm surprised how a lot of people are not talking about this game as much as they should. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, don't get me wrong, I know this game is popular, but like a lot of people don't really talk about this game as much as they should. It really doesn't get a lot of love.
Story, because just like Monster Hunter, the Grand Blue Fantasy story is kinda whatever. I don't really remember all that much because truth be told, Granblue itself is an entire franchise, so Relink, it's not its first game. No, you don't have to play any of the previous games, like, you don't have to know any of that to actually enjoy the story. Long story short, you basically have a crew of adventurers and you're their captain. You guys are called Skyfarers and you operate in this world where everything exists in floating islands. There is a lot of lore to look into if you like the way that the world is presented to you.
Will it be on this?
So if you see what's going on in Relink and you want to know more, just go around the internet and look for it because there's an insane amount of things to learn about this game. The story is actually a really good point to start talking about what's going to be new in the DLC, Endless Ragnarok. Like I said, from the sounds of it, this sounds like a G-Rank / Master Rank expansion that we would get for Monster Hunter, with the story getting additional segments with the DLC. If you're a longtime fan of Granblue like myself, you'll be very excited to hear that Beelzebub is actually going to be added as an antagonist in the DLC, and trust me, these boss fights have gone crazy so far, so God knows what they're going to do with him. And then of course we got a bunch of new characters, aka classes. So far I think we got 6 new characters, with a few of them already getting gameplay trailers. But honestly, the only character you should care about is Beatrix, because she is the best character. Not only do her looks or personality remind me of my wife, but she has this really cool sword that is fucking magical and it can like create an explosion, and she's basically a switch axe. I said this in a video before, I still wholeheartedly believe it. She is a switch axe. And although she isn't available in the base game of Relink, obviously, since she's coming in the DLC, she is available in the fighting game for Granblue Fantasy called Versus Rising, and look at the shit she can do.
I want to invest time in this and Guilty Gear, but like, I don't know. Is people playing this game too? I think this game is for Evo. I think this game is on Evo. I think the game's actually added to the Evo roster, but I'm not totally sure if people are actually playing this game.
You see what I mean when I said she was a switch axe? We're also getting this really cool thing called summons, and the way that I put them is very simple. They are playable bosses. Imagine you're playing Monster Hunter and you're fighting, I don't know, Fatalis, and you summon a fucking Rathalos. You control the Rathalos and you beat it, Fatalis, with the Rathalos. That's what the summons are.
The pose was more than what it's supposed to be, but it was perfect. Yeah.
Seems like we're gonna get a whole bunch of variety when it comes to these, like this giant armored centaur, which is a wind elemental called Hurricane, and then you have a cat. What the fuck? There is going to be a new game mode that is for single player called the Conflux, which is going to be a roguelike that essentially serves for you to upgrade your characters. There really isn't a lot of information going on here. My best guess is that these are going to be, you know, randomized challenge runs where you can get unique drops to maybe upgrade your characters or whatever. I don't know. It's just speculation on my end. And then you have the Chaos tier quests, which are going to be the new end game loop for Granblue Fantasy Relink. These are going to be the equivalent to, you know, late G-rank quests that you get in Monster Hunter games. The base game itself already has some really challenging shit, and I'm sure that the DLC is going to provide you with the upgrades that you need in order to match that power level, but oh my fucking god, just thinking about what Lucilius did to me in the base game is making me scared. I really hope I've convinced you to try the game so far, because now I'm going to give you some tips as to what I think every new player should do when hopping into Granblue Fantasy
Hey PT, what's going on?
Relink for the first time. These are tips that I used because my previous save file was on the PS4 and it got completely fucked over, so now I'm playing things on PC, and I started completely from scratch just like any new player would. Tip number 1, finish the main story. Again, just like Monster Hunter, the story is the tutorial. Once you finish the main campaign, you can move on to, you know, actually preparing for the DLC. And I do mean focus on the main storyline, because the side quests can wait. They're not that important. You won't really have to upgrade a bunch of gear or characters. Just unlock the characters that you think look, you know, interesting to you. Get the storyline out of the way, you know, finish all that main stuff, and then move on to the preparations for the DLC. When it comes to your party, it's a pretty...
Says no, do the side stories first. That sounds fun. Like, do the whole side story, get overpowered, and play the main story, and then just destroy everybody.
Simple balance of having 2 DPS and 2 support/healers on your team. Try to have at least 1 ranged DPS for your bots because those guys seem to have the best AI and deal more consistent damage. In my case, I play Siegfried, so I make sure that the second DPS in the party is ranged and then the other 2 are support type heroes. Once you finish that story, I would say focus on getting the characters that you want, you know, look online, see which ones look interesting, lock them in, and get a fully upgraded party. I'm talking unlocking all of their skills, passive and active, make sure that they have the best stats possible, the best weapons possible, that is obviously including your main character. Though I will admit, if you're playing with the boys, you know, full lobby and multiplayer, then you don't really have to worry about the other 3 characters because, you know, they'll be players. It is a bit of a long grind, so I'll warn you that right now. If you really want something to sink your teeth in, this is going to take quite a bit of time, but it's very fun to do so, especially with friends. I currently just reached level 100 and I'm still touching up a lot of things for my main party, so, you know, I will definitely still be playing this game for a good amount of time before the DLC comes out. In fact, I might even stream it. I don't think you can do open lobbies in the same way that you can with Monster Hunter, but I think it would be fun. With all that in mind, I hope that I have somewhat convinced you to give the game a try. There is a demo on PlayStation 4 and 5 if I'm not wrong, so if you're not sure if you want to, you know, sink money into it, you can just do that as well. But that's all I got for you today. You know the drill. Stay safe, and until we meet again.
Nice. This is pretty much end. So with that said, like to start, share, follow, comment. Would you be getting the game? I think I'll be getting this game. I might even get this game over GTA 6. I don't know yet. That sounds like blasphemy to say that out loud, but hey, it is what it is. But with that said, I'll see you guys in the next one. You know, like great stuff. There you guys. All right. Now we get into the much more. We got into the soft stuff. Let's get into the fun stuff. Let's see here. All right, so this video is from Atozi, and it says IRL, real life streamer, Gideon throws a temper tantrum when arrested. I don't know what this dude did. I've been seeing his face around on YouTube, so I wonder what's going on. So we're gonna jump in and see where this goes.
Who's well known for his predator catching streams, just got himself arrested for stalking and disturbing the peace, and he caught all of it on his live stream.
What am I getting arrested for?
Disorderly person. We're out here yelling and screaming, causing us.
You're under arrest for being disorderly. Freedom of speech. You can yell on the sidewalk.
And I guess what's even worse is the fact that not only was Gideon arrested, but also 3 teens that had stream sniped him and showed up to, I guess, help out. They were also arrested alongside him for disturbing the peace.
This is a violation of right. Cannot arrest somebody that never went inside and was never trespassed. They are arrested children that never went inside of a McDonald's. Call the DA and see how fast that gets dropped, you fucking dumbasses.
So according to Gideon, they actually...
Why do people think being very belligerent, loud, and just being obnoxious? Why do we Americans do this? We think being obnoxious and loud is going to make us sound right. If you're right, you don't have to scream and yell. I don't understand that. It's the weirdest thing I've ever understood. Like, okay, say you're a lawyer, right? And you know how law works. And for some weird reason, an officer is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, or the case may be. Instead of screaming and having court in the street or wherever the place that the issue is having, just take the ticket. If they give you a ticket, let's say you're driving, right? And they say, or the police officer said you was doing something you shouldn't, right? And you know you're not doing the wrong thing, and you're a lawyer, and you know about law. But for some weird reason, this one cop is giving you a hard time. Don't have court with the cop. Don't hold it. Just take the ticket and fight it in court. That's what my dad did, and he won. And he's not a lawyer. My dad was accused of, I think it was speeding or something. My dad knew he wasn't speeding, but the cop said that he was. So my dad said, you know what? Okay, officer, I'll see you in court. And then we went to the court to fight the ticket. The officer could not give his statement correctly or some BS, and he won. Simple as that. My dad didn't act like a total asshat and started screaming and yelling. Let's duel in court, right? I just never understood being loud and belligerent never makes you look smart. It just makes you look insane. It just looks stupid. Like, stop screaming and yelling and acting like a jackass and calling them names. Yeah, I know. Yep. I don't know what to tell you about that, but I don't know why you're telling us this. But let me see. I am also having you. That's for YouTube. Just type that in YouTube. Like all you do have to do is like, okay, it's like I said, if you have a point in something specific, all you need to do is just, you know, don't act crazy, make your statement. If it's not being heard, fight in court. That's it. Or get a lawyer. So, chamomile tea.
Actually all had their constitutional rights infringed on. So he pulled the millionaire card.
How fast do you think this is gonna get dropped? Do you really think this charge is gonna stick? Do you guys really think this is gonna stick?
Sure, we have a
do you want to waste your DA's time? I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this as far as you
Just type
want.
in YouTube.
I feel like that would only make things worse. So you know those games where you have like multi-selection to like choose your cutscene? If you pick the, oh, I'm a multi-millionaire, I feel like the cutscene is only gonna get worse. But hey, regardless, how did he go from being a predator catcher to arrested for stalking?
People know that you're worse than hello.
Oh, that's what he was doing. That's why he's in trouble. They be doing this catch a predator nonsense. Don't these people know that that shit goes left fast? Oh my god. Don't get me wrong. I have no problem with you guys trying to catch predators, but the issue is when you guys do this without the cops being involved, you look like a crazy person. You look like a crazy person. That is dumb. Now, a lot of people don't understand this, and they don't get this. Nothing's wrong with trying to capture predators. No problem with it. Have at it. But the problem with it is that if you don't have the cops involved, you're going to look like a vigilante, and you're going to get in trouble. This same thing happened to, what's his name? Vitali? I think that's his name. Right? It is what it is. Batman get put in cop car.
Do these people know I'm worse than Holo? Nah, they don't know yet.
But it seems a little bit like a 180 because normally in Gideon's content, the person he finds or catches is the one that's getting arrested, not him. But regardless, Gideon has made a variety of content over the years and he's grown himself a massive following across multiple platforms. But at least recently, he's probably most well known for his pranks and his predator catching streams. However, rage baiting random people and catfishing predators online are both wildly popular niches for YouTube content creators these days. But recently, a new similar style of IRL content has also arisen. Likely due to, I guess, you know, newer TV shows that follow the same formula. AN has a show called Squatters, and the premise is pretty simple. Hosts move into the homes with people who are illegally squatting and attempt to annoy them enough to, I guess, move out of the house voluntarily. This is because in most states, it's
why do we let people squat up? Why? Why is that being protected? You don't own the home. Get the F out. Why? Why do we let this law go through? I think it's in New York as well. Like, if you leave your home for, I think, more than 2 weeks, say you're on vacation for 2 weeks and you come back home, someone squats up there, they can stay there. That shit is dumb. That is so dumb. I don't know why people think that's smart. Why did we thought that was smart to let people squat up, homeless, mentally deranged, and insane people, to be in a house that they don't own or pay for? Why? That is so weird. So weird.
very hard to actually remove a squatter.
Right now, my job is to make her uncomfortable and feel that she needs to go elsewhere. Just like squatters, once we take over, we cannot leave the house.
The first person I ever saw doing this was actually Asian Andy, like years ago, and that went like super viral.
Oh. Okay, let me get this straight. So, I guess this chick here is a squatter, and Asian Andy is the person who owns the home. Somehow she squat up in the house. She will not leave. So what he did is he made the TV so extremely loud to make it very difficult for her to stay there. Okay. So she's gonna stay so they get her out to make it very uncomfortable. That's crazy.
And I feel like he inspired most of this genre. But if you've been following this channel for long enough, you might remember multiple times we've covered these squatter situations that were just absolute nightmares for the homeowners, which often left the homeowners in severe financial stress. But regardless, squatting on the squatters was essentially the content that Gideon set out to do today. And luckily for Gideon, he actually happened to know someone personally who is currently dealing with a squatter, and I guess he just really decided to capitalize on this.
What's good, y'all, man? So this is what's going on. We are legal residents with the squatter. Joe is upstairs right now. He is it's looking like he's about to get arrested. I'm not gonna even lie.
So the story is that Gideon actually has a predator catching buddy who goes by Skeeter Jean, and apparently his uncle has been illegally squatting in his grandmother's house.
So this is what's going on, y'all. So Joe, he is a squatter. He does not pay rent. He's legally been evicted. We're trying to get him to leave early. So what we're gonna be doing is we're setting up a giant speaker upstairs and we're gonna set up a camera. You guys send a TTS, he's gonna hear it. We're gonna also be having yodelers. We have metal bands coming through. We have everything.
So wait. So Gideon thought of an idea to get a bunch. He got his audience to send donos to mess with the dude, so though he's making money as the dude gets with all day at the house. Is that what that is? I think that's what that is, right? I'm super sure that's what that is.
Everything coming through, y'all.
And the plan originally was for Gideon and Skeeter to move into the house with permission from the landlord, and I guess upset Joe until he leaves, while also, of course, streaming the whole thing for content. But of course, based on the fact that it ended with, you know, Gideon being arrested for stalking, we can assume it didn't exactly go as planned. So initially, when they moved in, Joe wasn't at the house. He was actually at a local McDonald's that randomly seems to be, I guess, a second home.
We're gonna do a replay. So we weren't live for this part. We pulled up on him. He was at McDonald's, like, just to tell him that we're moving in. And like, that boy was dumbfounded. Like, he did not believe us. He was like, what the f? He was like, you da 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 da. And then he just comes home and like he caught us so off guard. It was actually hilarious. So here, JV has a UAV on him.
Gideon says they then pulled up to the McDonald's to introduce themselves to Joe and let him know that they would be roommates before headed to the house and setting up for the stream. They then filmed Joe returning to the house and screaming in their faces about them moving in, and then apparently he headed back to McDonald's.
Bro, he raged.
What do you want, man? What the do you want? I have the police over here. Get away from me.
That's the squatter. That's the squatter. How, you know what? Only in America. Only in America. Only in America we can have a literal mentally ill, homeless, insane person who has no job or has no reason to be there, to have the bass in their voice to tell you to leave as if they own the place. Only in America. Only in America. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy. I don't understand that. They can literally do that. We can literally look at the screen, go to a place, squat up, and then have an attitude for someone not allowing them to squat up in their house. That is crazy.
Get away from me! No, he can't! Get out of here! Don't bother me!
We don't want anything from you. We're just going to my room. Bro, we're not like Skeeter, man. We're not here to bother.
Skeeter! And your association with him!
And like I said, apparently the dude spends more time at McDonald's than his own house, it seems. So at this point, Gideon decides to, I guess, wander around town looking for Joe, filming government buildings with TTS blaring, and of course, slowly amassing a small crowd of fans who were able to locate him based off his stream.
Excuse me? Hey, did you guys see like a older middle-aged man, long hair, nothing going for himself, walking
Yeah,
here?
I think that should have been. I think that should be abolished off rip. Yeah, anything that is squatter thing needs to be abolished off rip, because the one thing I've learned about us Westerners, we can't have nothing nice. When something could be abused, we will do it almost instantly. I don't even think it's a Western thing, that's just a human thing. But like, we as Westerners, we make it a sport to just totally off rip fuck something off. I don't know. I really don't know why it exists. It should never exist in the first place. It's just letting the mentally ill and the most homeless people who don't work or don't want to do anything to live off and mooch off other people in the most inconvenient way possible. This is not someone who lost their job. This is not someone who's on, well, I guess government benefits. This is just someone who's up in your house and just using the law to bum up in your house. They're bumming up in your house for like no reason. They have no reason to be there. They don't cook, they don't clean, they don't do anything. They just bum off, and then if you tell them to leave, they'll use the cops against you for the house you pay for, the mortgage you pay for, the rent that you pay for. Well, I don't know if it applies to people who pay for rent, but if you are paying a mortgage, imagine someone living up in your house and you're paying a mortgage every month. No, you gotta get the fuck up out of here. I'm killing you. That's either one of those things. Yeah, I'm gonna end your life like today. That's what I'm gonna just call you a trespasser before you even call a squatter. I'm gonna just say you trespassing this hoe. But I might go to jail for just offing this person anyways, because like they already had their whole thing set up. So.
No, so he's in the police station. Can you get to the police station through here? Huh? You gotta walk around. Hey, is that the police station right? Oh no, that's the lady. Hello, is Joe here? No. He's not here. We just wanted to try to file a missing person report.
We said ask him a couple questions.
No, you said you wanted a missing person report.
Yeah, Joe went missing. You guys stole him. Where did they take him, JV?
Stop playing games.
Did they take him to the police station or the community center?
No, that community center, the address that I sent you.
We want Joe! We want Joe!
Okay. Bro. Yeah, he playing too much. Like, okay, I understand you're trying to get the dude out and you're trying to get the police, but this is not how you do it, bro. This is dumb. This is actually getting stupid. Now, this is what happens when you make too much money from being a jackass a little bit. Now, I don't know. This has nothing to do with the catch a predator thing, but I know making that much, because you can make a lot of money doing that nonsense, but like I'm just saying, when I notice when these type of content creators make a certain amount of money and they start seeing that money cash in flow in every month, they get a big head and they think they're untouchable at that point. That is so dumb. That is so dumb.
We want Joe! You guys gotta join in. We want Joe! We want Joe! We want Joe!
So I guess not only is he annoying Joe, but he's also annoying most of the police force and some community center workers. And eventually, Gideon decides to head back to McDonald's, where he's then surprised by the cops.
Okay, once we get eyes on him, we can't lose it. Joe, is he in there? You don't see him? Wait, cop car coming, cop car coming.
What does he even look like?
Why is the cop coming over here?
Maybe do a stream BRB.
What's the problem?
So immediately the officers are telling Gideon that they're not welcome at the McDonald's, and instead of listening to their warnings, he has the genius idea of trying to give his camera equipment to a couple of teenagers who have been following him, so I guess they can go try to confront Uncle Joe.
McDonald's doesn't want you guys on the property, so you guys gotta leave.
Is he here?
Doesn't matter where he's at. McDonald's does not want you on the property. You guys have to leave.
Who's you guys? Can you be more specific?
You.
So they said
them,
these people?
Him, yes. You guys cannot be on the property.
Hey, do you guys want some McDonald's? Y'all want to go inside real quick? Yeah. Okay.
Yep. You're going to be arrested for trespassing if you go in there.
He also immediately tries to, I guess, big dog the cop by asking if he has anything better to do, and the cop, I guess, just fires back the same question at him.
Bro, why, you don't have any, like no offense, officer, but like, do you genuinely have nothing better to do? Like,
do you have anything better to do?
Officer, you're actually like supposed to protect and serve.
But I guess after Gideon's
oh my God.
henchman,
I don't. Why do you guys think that's smart to do? That is instantly stupid to do. Why are you doing this? Okay, you say that to the cop and he just walks away. You think that's gonna happen? You honestly think in your perfect mind that's gonna work? He is just as human as you. You think he's not gonna respond to you in a very in kind? Jesus Christ. Yes, like what the hell, dude? Why do we do this? We as Americans, we always do this. We like to test the authority like almost instantly, even when it's a slight inconvenience to us. Why do we like doing this? I'm not talking about bootlicking for the cop, but like think to yourself, you're looking for a cop who works at a place. Instead of being an ass, you could ask about the officer you're looking for to the cop that you're talking to. Remember, the whole point of this was trying to get a squatter up out of the house. You're causing trouble with the people you're trying to look for to get you the squatter up in the house. It's just dumb. Think to yourself for like 2 seconds. Just 2. I need help. How about not piss off the people I need help from? Because 9 times out of 10, Officer Joe is not in sight. So you may have to ask the actual officer that's in sight to get the squatter up out of the house. I don't understand this logic. I need you, but I'm going to be an asshole to you and then expect you to still help me. Like, what? Jesus, this is not like a bootlicking response. This is just dumb. Like, common sense, bro. Like, forget as a cop. Imagine you're asking your friend for help and you're being an asshat to your friend and then expect friend to help you. No. No.
And again, some random kids who stream sniped him confirmed that Joe is actually in the McDonald's. He decides to try to pass off the streaming gear to them so they can go film the guy, even after the cops tell them over the speakers that they'll arrest anyone with the streaming gear. And I guess JDon just seems unfazed for the teens.
You trying to get some McDonald's? Yeah. Let's see if there's some McJoes in there.
We gotta arrest Joe. We gotta arrest Joe.
Yeah. Go inside and see if Joe's in there. He's in there? Really? Yo. Do me a favor. Here. Should we give him the camera? He's just sitting in there? He's sitting in the corner, yeah. Here. Did he bang you? Yeah, he did. Here. He's banging you guys for me? Yeah. Do this. Do me a favor. Just wear this. Wear it as a backpack. You didn't trespass them, so shut the f up!
There it is.
If they tell you to leave.
There it is. There it is. Right there. That's what I'm talking about. I know he's playing it up for the... let's be honest. He's just playing up for the camera for 9 times out of 10. Because anyone with a brain wouldn't do that. What? Like, why? Why? Imagine we're trying to get one villain out and you become the villain that you're trying to take out. Like, think about that. You're looking for help trying to get the villain out of the house. But you ultimately become the villain to your own story and not even defeating the original villain you was trying to defeat in the first place. So you become the ultimate villain without realizing it. You are the problem, sir.
Just leave. But you haven't been trespassed. Just walk inside.
Just to get on my video?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But make sure y'all stick together.
And I guess this is kind of like one of the crazier parts because Joe is clearly an unhinged person. So
it says here. Right? Yeah, when you're helping someone and try to talk shit mid through. Yes, that's weird, dude. Like, what the hell?
sending in your young viewers to confront him seems like a little bit of a liability issue. I don't know if I would do that. That sounds a little short-sighted. But I mean, I get he's going for the content. He wants the most entertaining outcome here. But just as the kids are about to enter McDonald's,
I hate the fact that the idea of being a content creator is being the most insufferable individual ever. Like, think about it. See, like, there's 2 types of content creators. There's the Mr. Beast, who you can't compete with because he has money. And there's people like Gideon, who's mentally unstable. Or, I won't say he's mentally unstable, but in this one specific video, makes him look crazy. So you have to pick between the... if you want to get a big following fast, either have lots of money or do insane things for money. That's the 2 types of content creators. Back in 2005 and up, being a content creator is just being in your home, giving your opinion, or just being a little funny, and that's it. Now, it's to the point where we're trying to get squatters up at our house and then trying to get the police involved while being an asshat to the police. Do you see what has happened? We have somehow made something as simple as being a YouTube star in your home into something so horrendous you don't want to be a YouTuber. Saying being a YouTuber either is a big it's like a ick, or it's like, oh, okay, you're a YouTuber. Okay, do you make money? And we say, yeah. What do you do? That's where the real problem comes in. This is just like when we did the Rakai video, when the girl asked him, tell you about yourself. Bro couldn't even answer it because he was too stupid to realize what the word introduction was. He couldn't say what he does. Even if he knew, he doesn't know. He can't even put it in a sentence, much less 2. Stupid. Okay, all right, save your mental I found a whole vid. What? I found a whole vid. Okay, let's go. All right, you send that to me.
The comps actually start pulling back up, so Gideon calls them back. But unfortunately, it's a little bit too late.
Wait. Actually, come back. Bro, they're really protecting Joe. Officer, what are you doing?
And the next few minutes are filmed like the end of a Blair Witch Project, with I guess the camera facing a car seat while you hear Gideon screaming about how ridiculous all of this is.
Bro, they're arresting. Officer, never trespass them. You can't trespass somebody. Officer, you cannot trespass somebody. Here, give me my backpack, my man. Bro, officer, you can't trespass somebody. Here, record.
I have never seen a situation where the person thinks they're right, and if they're actually right, the cops don't proceed to put you in the car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never, like, if you're actually in right and law, they cannot put you in the car. But they do it because they think you're in law. You're probably much in the wrong. Right? I'm saying, like they're not going to put you in the car if you was right. But you keep saying it over and over again. They're still going to put you in the car. It's like the first time didn't work, it's not going to work the second. Harassment. Okay, there's laws with invading someone's personal space and as a form of harassment. Yeah, I understand. But like in this one scenario, he was already being aggressive with virtually everyone he came across to a degree. So I'm not kind of surprised. Isn't damn out.
Record this on your phone. Wait. Can I hold your guys' property?
And honestly, yeah, this whole situation is kind of ridiculous. I think where Gideon goofed up here is by not keeping the stream in the house, because if he just kept streaming...
Thank you. What did I say earlier? Now, I did make the comparison of being a YouTuber when it first started being YouTube, you just be in the house, but the dude kept it on live, outside harassing cops and being a total asshat, because he wanted to get so much clicks and views of him saying absurd, rude things. Because remember, young people are watching this and they think, I want to be a YouTuber. All I have to be a YouTuber is be a total asshat to every authority that come across my way, or any person that comes across my way, for those clip farming situations. So people can say, oh my god, he's so savage, he's so funny, man, he says anything that comes to mind. Like, they'll say stuff like this and they think that's cool, when it's really just dumb and it's obnoxious as hell. This is why people like Johnny Solani exist, because he's been so much in the Western idea thinking that everywhere else they think will accept their Westernese nonsense. You know what I'm saying? So they'll go up to other countries like Israel, or they go to like Japan or South Korea and say the most absurd, insane thing, think it's cute. And then when things go wrong, they're like, why is this happening to me? I'm the victim. Why am I in jail? This is crazy, bro. Oh my god, the cops are horrible people. Shut up. You're just a horrible asshat.
In the house, that dude would not want to return to that house. I get that might be a little bit boring for the streaming content if the dude is basically living at that McDonald's and he only sleeps at night at the house. But I guess when things got tough, Gideon had one more ace up his sleeve. I'm a multimillionaire.
Anything I need to know about, officer? How fast do you think this is going to get dropped? Do you really think this charge is going to stick? Do you guys really think this is going to stick? Sure, we have a Do you want to waste your DA's time? I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this as far as you want. Officer, you will be in a deposition and you will be arrested. This is...
Come on, man. I feel like that
Sorry about that. My bad. So, yeah, sorry about that. So, like, it's funny how this dude has no idea what law works, how law is, and he keeps repeating stuff, like saying stuff about law, but when he realized that him repeating the same thing over and over wasn't working, and he had things on camera, and they were still putting him in the back of the wagon, he then started pulling out the checkbook, thinking that was the best way to like get himself out of this situation, by literally like telling him, I have money, I will buy you out, or either I can buy you out or I'm gonna sue the hell out of you. You think that's gonna scare the cop? That's not gonna scare the cop. Like, are you dumb? And then just to prove that you know how you think so little of the cops, with all the cameras around, they have cameras on their chests. You have cameras out right now. I thought this was a free country. Get sent to the get sent to a Filipino prison for pooping at a Japanese subway. Didn't that happen to Valtali? I think it did. Bro didn't learn a fucking thing.
Everyone's seen enough body cam footage to know that that normally doesn't end well. And obviously, the cops arrested Gideon and reportedly 3 other teenagers. Gideon was arrested for stalking and disturbing the peace, and the teenagers were arrested for disturbing the peace. And the next day, surprise, surprise, Gideon streamed his court appearance where I guess the accomplices got $500 bonds each, and Gideon was handed a $10,000 bond.
Mr. Poindexter, Mr. Wilczewski, and Mr. Smith.
Wait,
I'm going
how
to give
much?
you a personal bond of $500. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. You're not to enter or go near 22172 West Road in the city of Woodhaven. You're not to have any contact with prosecution witnesses except through your lawyer. You're not to have any contact, no contact whatsoever with Joseph Lucrecio. You understand that? You cannot write, phone, see, text, email him. You cannot have anybody else do any of those things for you on your behalf. Do you understand that, Mr. Poindexter? Sir. Do you understand that, Mr. Smith? And do you understand that, Mr. Wojcicki? Sir. I'm going to set the bond on the stalking case. I'll give you a $10,000 personal bond. You can leave the state without the consent of the court. Mr. Adams, you cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. I'm telling you, no contact at all with this Joseph Lucrecio. You cannot write, phone, see, text, email him. You cannot go back to 22172 West Road in Woodhaven. No contact with prosecution witnesses. Again, no contact with Mr. Lucrecio. You cannot have any contact with prosecution witnesses except through your lawyer.
I don't think that's the biggest downside of the story, because the biggest downside of the story...
You're not wrong. He said, damn, usually you got to go through a lot for a novel. No, bro, stop asking about, okay, you need help for sleep. We're not going to help you. I don't know what to tell you. Go to YouTube. If you can't do that, which you're on YouTube, just type in help can't sleep on the YouTube search. If you can't find it, I don't know what to tell you. We're trying to keep on focus on the stream here. Sorry, bro. I don't know what to tell you. What the hell? I don't know why. It's like when people go in my stream and be like, help, help, my dog, it needs help. I don't know what to do. Why are you going to the chat? Like, why the chat? Why are you going to the chat for help? What is chat going to do? That's like, chat's not going to help you. What the fuck? It's like, what the hell?
Story is, in addition to the bond, Gideon is also supposed to be banned from returning to the house with Joe, effectively ruining the whole squatting stream. So instead, I guess they just rounded up more randoms to go protest outside of the police department.
I just made it. What's good, chat? First day out, yo. We about to go do a protest right now, man. We're about to go do a protest right now, man. I appreciate you guys for waiting. We made it. Now listen, this is a peaceful protest, okay? They infringed on our rights. They want democracy to fall. We shouldn't live in a land where a man can just live in a house and not pay rent. We shouldn't live in a land where you stand on the sidewalk outside of McDonald's and you get arrested.
And this is exactly why I hate activists. This is exactly why I hate activists. Because anyone can be an activist. And then they're not even they're not protesting against anything. They're just dumbasses who just want to be part of the hype. This has proven that majority of most of these people who are part of like the activistness when they're part of anything. They usually just go with the hype because it seems fun. They're not doing it because they care about whatever's going on. Right? He's not. He really isn't. This is stupid. This is dumb. I hate this. This is why I do not like activists at all. When anyone tells you you're an activist, you're probably insufferable as hell. 9 times out of 10. This is why I said, before social media, in the early 2000s, like probably 2003, way back to like probably the, I don't know, 1940s, if you said you was an activist, you probably were low-key a real activist because you actually cared about whatever the thing that you're protesting or boycotting against, because there was no clout to run on. There was no internet to come on to run on. There was none of that. Either you was in it or you're not. So, like, for instance, if you knew that one goth chick in, like, 2001, and she said, oh, I'm an activist for animal rights and all that stuff, 9 times out of 10, she's probably telling the truth. Because there was no internet to actually run off, no clout, no money, no nothing. Probably a non-profit or whatever the hell. But that's as far as it goes. There was no extra anything. There was not getting paid to stand out there. There was not doing any of that stuff. As soon as she said she was the activist, she probably was more for that thing than ever. Now, if that same goth chick in 2026 told you she's an activist, she probably got an OnlyFans. And she's trying to promote the OnlyFans through the activism. 9 times out of 10. Tell me if I'm wrong. She has a YouTube channel. She's a TikToker. She does a bunch of nonsense. She's only part of the activist thing because it's right now trending and it's kind of cool. That's it. But once that loses its flavor within the first month or two or a couple of weeks or a week from now, you will never hear that come out of her mouth ever again to the next big activist things. Like what's her name? Gray, cough, vegan teacher. Exactly. Right? They only jump on the hype when it's very convenient for their brand. But as soon as that thing dies off, you don't hear anything from them ever again about said subject. You know what I'm saying? This is why I don't take this ever seriously. I don't like activists. I hate you all. I hate all of you. I hope anyone listen to this, watch this. If you're an activist in 2026, I hate you. I don't care. I hope your protest boycotts burn in hell. I hope you swine dive right into the depths of failure. I'm so tired of y'all. I'm so tired of y'all. Irritating.
When you give some fans a camera and then they get arrested. Yeah! We shouldn't live.
The thing is, I think this is the same guy who did this before. He was the same dude who went into the store in Best Buy and then caused a bunch of problems because he didn't have a shirt on or something. And because he didn't have a shirt on, he got a bunch of teenage boys to stand outside Best Buy. I think it's the same dude. Stand out Best Buy to protest that they don't want to wear a shirt in Best Buy. Notice, this doesn't help them purchase anything. This doesn't stop them from going to the store. They're just doing it because they think it's funny. They think it's cute. They think it's because it's they're all hyped up. It's something they have to do. That proves how many of the young boys have no sense of purpose in their lives. They have no path. They have no father. No strong father figure to say, hey, that's stupid. Stop that. Nope. Bunch of stupid idiots.
Live in a land where they take trespassing and stalking and disturbing the peace more
They allow their bellies. They allow their bellies to choose their shirt they'll get. Right. By the way, I'm sorry for what I did. I don't know what. I'm not sure what you did, but I'm just saying. Just keep on the subject what we're talking about here.
seriously the people who literally abuse elders. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, I get he's making content here, but like, he's not helping himself. Eventually, they do return to the house. So
again, I'm gonna say this again. To be a content creator now, either you be a Mr. Beast with a lot of money off rip, or you are insane and you're willing to say and do the most insane things to put yourself in the midst of harm, jail, or unemployment in all three. Tell him if I'm lying. Then you should have been paying attention instead of asking about sleep. I'm not going to go through it. You got to watch it from the beginning. I can't. I'm not going to go through it. Should have been paying attention instead of watching about sleep. This thing is, they allow bellies. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the nonsense. Either you become a streamer in the sense of being an ass, or you are a Mr. Beast who already has money and doing a bunch of insane things with money that you don't have to get in trouble with the law ever, rarely.
He's only banned from, I guess, being there if Joe is. So honestly, I don't know, but hopefully for him, that's the case. So he doesn't like violate his bond conditions. But he also attempts to make multiple calls to the officer who arrested him, which again, definitely won't help his case.
Wait, please.
Officer Mitchell?
Hello?
Officer Mitchell?
No, this is Sergeant Wise. Who's this?
Is Officer Mitchell there?
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not? Okay. Well, could you just leave a message or something? Can you just let him know that I'm gonna beat this case, and I can't wait to have his deposition, and and can you also tell him to stop gargling on Joe's testicles?
Gideon, what are you doing? Then on top of that, he also runs back into Joe and films him, but tries to act like he isn't having contact, so I guess it doesn't count.
Freaking this dude. This is ridiculous. Oh, look, McDonald's.
There you go, right there.
Where?
Joe at the corner, McDonald's on the tab.
No way! Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay, no contact. I will not say anything to him. No contact at all. Oh.
Wait, is this after the charges? Is this after the charges that happened? I'm so confused now. Is he actually still streaming after the charges that has been placed on him? I am so confused. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is. This is after the charges. He just doesn't give a fuck. It is? Okay.
Oh, chat. Look.
I'm so...
How you doing, my friend? I'm talking to him. Bro, yeah. Bro, look at that. What the... We didn't, bro, we literally were here to get him a job application. Oh, he's on the phone. Oh, okay.
He got a restraining, and now he's going for a second one. You think he'll pull a hat trick and get a third one? Yeah, most likely. And he's recording everything, so that's his evidence again. His evidence will be his downfall.
Looking at me. I'm not gonna make any eye contact. No contact, no contact, no contact. We were coming here to the big boys. We have business to do here.
Yeah, Gideon, what are you doing? This is just
idiot.
such a laugh.
This is an idiot. This is an idiot. This is an idiot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. To anyone who's a Gideon fan, whatever, but like you have to admit this is dumb. Like in a common sense, this is stupid. You should have just stopped this off rip. As soon as he got in trouble with the law, he should have just stopped. He's an idiot. This is dumb.
Laughably stupid situation that doesn't need to be happening. But Gideon is still holding firm that both him and the teen's rights.
I think he is dumb and likes prison. Oh, I don't know if he can. Can he go to prison for this? I think he can. If he keeps violating, I think he can go to prison.
For violated by arresting them, even though they never actually entered the McDonald's.
Show retaliation to me by arresting for just standing on sidewalk. I think this was very unprofessional and broke my constitutional rights. My claim. Also, they violated 3 little boys. ...
I'm sorry. Why do I keep doing this? Why do they keep happening? Anyways, like the point is like I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to really hate IRL streamers. It's insane. It just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm starting to hate IRL streamers. They think that doing every little thing they do is funny and cute. That's not cute. That's very irritating. Like Jesus Christ. And then they just say things because it sounds shocking. It's like that. What's that? Nikki? What's her name? Daddy Nikki or something. Her name. That Asian chick who got banned. She's an idiot too.
Constitutionally by handcuffing them and arresting them.
3 young boys?
3 young boys, yeah.
And honestly, I mean, that's fair. They were in the parking lot from what I can see. They're in public. I do wish they just like stuck to streaming at the house though, because then all of this wouldn't have happened. And at the end of the day, you know, the goal is to actually get this squatter out of the house. And I guess you could argue that they were going to go into...
He says, I understand, but Gideon is better than them. At this point, he's not really looking all more that different. He's not looking all that different. 4 a.m. Gotta go. Okay, later, Leo. Leo, bro. Let me see. Is there a button for the mute thing? Yeah, there's a button. Yeah, like, I understand what you're talking about, bro. Like, but like in this situation right now, this is not the best impression I'm having of him. I think he's the same dude from the Best Buy incident, but I don't know if the same guy. I know they both was black, but I don't know if this is the same person. It could be two different people.
McDonald's, but they got stopped.
And no, I'm not saying all black people look the same, so fuck you.
I don't know. Either way, it's unlikely Gideon will actually face any real consequences.
They had both a similar build. Oh, it is? Okay, I'm not stupid. Okay, it's the same person. Okay, I'm not stupid.
From this, because let's be real, this is pretty light. Like, it seems like worst case scenario will be hit with some fines and he might be banned from seeing Joe. So for now, it seems like the whole evict the squatter stream is not happening anymore. But as of now, it's being reported that his court date is set for July 13th. So I guess we'll kind of have to wait and see what happens then. So I'll keep an eye on that for you guys. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.
What's up, bud?
Peace.
All right, so that was the whole Gideon situation so far as I see it. Lecture, share, comment what you guys think. Was Gideon was doing too much just for the content? Should IRL streamers stop the BS before it gets too insane when they start putting laws on them so they can't do the things that they're doing? Or I'm totally wrong, I'm an idiot, and I'm being too judgmental? That's good. That's good, bud. You tell me. You guys can leave your comments in the bottom of this video. Like, subscribe, share, follow, comment. Hope you guys enjoy. This is a lot of great stuff. If you learned something or not, tell me what you think. Okay, we say, what do you think about him? And I don't know about anything about that. I can't speak on that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Just to be honest with you. Let's see, X that out. Because this came out 2 hours ago, so... Anyway, we'll go on to the next video. No, not this one.
People say...
let's see.
Double damn.
Nah, not that
All
one
right,
yet.
fellas.
We're gonna
So
knock
looks
out
like it's...
these first. Oh, we gotta get to boy over here. Okay, so this is Mori. Let me see here. This bigger. Okay, this is from Mori. And this came out 6 days ago. I've been missing on some Mori content. But it says this clavicular trans situation is bad. So it seems like he got caught. Oh, we already have that ready to go. We're going to be watching that in a second. So clavicular got caught in the cookie jar. So let's see.
It's actually over for this guy, clavicular. This is a developing story. They're saying
the cookie jar for the confused.
Clavicular kissed a trans and started crashing out, bro. And when this came across my feed, I actually came across it during a shorts reel. I was doom scrolling on YouTube like I usually do. Excuse my bottedness, but yeah, I saw this. I was like, holy shit, is this real? And when I just had to say I was shocked. I don't know what's going on. Clavicular's out here kissing random broads in clubs, and he finally got caught up kissing one that
You never do that. Bro, you never do that. Like, I know if when you're kind of drunk and wasted and you're just like kind of buzzed, I get it, but like, don't do it. Don't do it, bruh. Don't do it, bruh. Don't do it. Do not do it. Don't do it. Let me see. He said he was a catcher for that worked with Gideon, but Alex supported a racist guy for shooting a black man for no reason, so Gideon stopped working with him. Let me see. This is oh wait, he was a catcher predator that worked with Gideon, but Alex supported a racist for shooting a black man for no reason. Well, I don't know about that one. We'll have to run through that eventually another time, but not now. Keep those stories separate from each other. But it is what it is.
What's up? Bottomless prime, bro.
So Clavicular met these two
Bottomless prime.
Stacy's in a Paris club and starts hanging out with them.
Yeah, what I was saying earlier, do not start kissing random girls in a club. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because that's how you get herpes. Real easily. Don't do it.
Clavicular was having the time of his life,
are.
vibing with the music and dancing with both of them.
Oh my god, bro.
Dude.
Hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Why is he dancing like that, first of all? Like, who dances like this, clavicular?
No, he's stuck in 2010. They used to dance like that in was it Jersey Shore? Holy hell. That's some Jersey Shore type movements, I tell you. What is it? It's The Situation.
What
It's a
the
robot
f***'s
in
wrong with
disguise.
you? Like, honestly, if
Transformer.
true, I never thought I'd see the day where this guy got caught lacking so bad, man.
Get your goddamn
And while dancing, Clavicular gets really close to
man.
one of them.
Here's this girl. He has his
Oh no, bro. Is that the culprit? Is that the culprit? Is that the culprit? Bruh. It's a Jersey thing. It's just a Jersey thing. He got his hands in the confused cookie bar.
his hands on her
Jar,
face, on
jar,
her neck,
jar.
or what is supposed to be a girl. And yeah,
Really
you see, he proceeds to
close to
lean
one
in.
of-
And yeah, I think this might be the thumbnail. I don't know, but I just gotta say, this is why. Listen, whether the allegations are true or
dances
not, you gotta
awkwardly,
stop
right?
kissing random people in the club. This was bound to happen. Stop.
Yes, I've been saying that. Well, not been saying that. Like, that's the thing I've been normally saying. But like, common sense. Do not kiss people in the club. I know it's dark. I know you're buzzed. I know you're having a good time, and the person in front of you may look nice, but that's what the whole point of being in the dark looks like. Everyone looks pretty good in the dark, to a degree. You must be a really ugly individual to look horrible in the dark. I'm dead serious. I'm not even kidding. It doesn't have to do anything about you being trans or anything. But like, if you are horrendous in the dark, you are a terrorist in the light. My sight.
Doing this, like, you can see that they're enjoying the clout. Clavicular, you know, he's known for just like busting lips with anybody in the club with, you know, blue eyes, blonde hair, and pale skin. It's just
yes, especially when you don't know them or whatever. Like, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This individual passes. This looks like one of them who actually passes. Because if I saw this, I would thought that was just some OF chick he's hanging out with, because all these streamers be hanging out with OF chicks, which is stupid to do. Don't do that. But like, by just looking at this individual, you couldn't be able to tell this was a Decepticon. You would not be able to know. You would be actually thinking, oh, that's just some broad. That's so sad. That's so sad. That's why you don't just kiss random people you don't know. Because now we live in a time that you have to look at it and be like, are you the genuine article as what you say? I'm just saying, it is what it is. Come on. It's not, listen, this is not being mean. Listen, if you're openly open, listen, don't cancel me. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. If you're an openly opened transformer, I cannot be mad at you. But when you don't say you're not a transformer, you are a Decepticon by default. I'm sorry, I'm going to call you a Decepticon. It is what it is. If you do evil things as a transformer, you are a Decepticon. You need to roll the hell out. I'm just saying, roll out. Roll out.
Why is he dancing like that, first of all? Like,
I'm sorry.
who
It
dances-
is what it is.
And while that really
You
close
see, he proceeds to
close to
lean
one
in,
of-
and yeah, I think this might be the thumbnail. I don't
Now,
know.
if I'm just saying, if this person said, "Listen, I am who I am," and Gideon, I was supposed to say Gideon, Clavicular, sorry, we did the Gideon video. Clavicular, if I'm saying it right, still proceeds to pursue you. I cannot be mad at I cannot be mad at you. If anything, you're a human being at that point. You're not even a transformer. You are a human being. At least you was honest, and you was openly honest, and you told the person. If they still pursue you, that's their fault. Whatever happens to them, not to you, to them. But when you out here trying to LARP, and you're not being open with it, you are a Decepticon. You have evil intentions. It is what it is. This is exactly how people get killed. Yes, you are tricked. Because let's flip it. Let's flip it. Let's flip it. Let's be honest. Let's flip it. If it was the other way around, in the sense of like a girl trying to get with a guy, and it came out to be, oh, let's even more flip it. Say it was a lesbian chick, and the lesbian chick thought the chick she's talking to is the genuine article. They go back home to hang out, get freaky, and then when that individual pulls their pants down and they realize, oh no, guess what that person's gonna get? A SA charge almost instantly. But because it's a dude being tricked, it's not that bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was a chick being tricked, this will be a SA case. But if it was a dude, it's okay. Or it's not that big of a deal. Or you're just gay, bro. Or whatever the hell it is. You just didn't know it. Oh, really? Because when you look at that individual, they look like they pass. Those are the ones that actually pass by just looking at them. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the problem comes in. Because we all know if Clavicular can see through that and saw that and said, oh, no, that's not what it is, I don't think he would pursue. But because it looks like an OF and acts like an OF, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the original quirks. Hey, what's up, JR? What's up, bud? Let me see. Well, when you put it that... You see what I'm saying? It's not being insensitive. It's not being mean. It's only being fair. Right? It's only being fair. Because that one actually passes. No cap, the first quirk user was like... Yep. You're right. You're right. Said that. It was JR. Yeah, if consent is given based on deception, then it's rape. Yep.
No, but I just gotta say, this is why. Listen, whether the allegations are true or not, you gotta stop kissing random people in the club. This was bound to happen. Stop doing this. Like, you can see that they're enjoying the clout. Clavicular, he's known for just like busting lips with anybody in the club with, blue eyes, blonde hair, and pale skin. It's just like crazy to me, man. This man can't stay off him.
And starts kissing her. The dudes around him start cheering for them, and he seems very proud of him.
Look, bro, look at this chick. Look at this chick. Not chick. This Decepticon. Look at the Decepticon. By just this angle alone, could you tell this was a woman? 9 times out of 10, you couldn't. Oh no, it's fine, bro. You was an ER? What happened, dude? What happened? Hope you're okay. But like, by just this angle alone, you only know it's a Decepticon because we was told that it is. But if we just saw this on a live stream and he was doing his thing, you would think this was like any other blonde, blue-eyed white chick. Let's be honest. This is one of those that passed. Now, is that a good thing? Still no. That's not a good thing, to be honest. Because that's almost deception to its point. It's one thing if the person said, hey, listen, I'm this. You know what I'm saying? You got mold in the house and AC. Oh my god, dude. That's some advanced version of asthma or something. I think mold can cause asthma and dementia, I think. If I remember, depending on what the mold is.
No, blue eyes, blonde hair, and pale skin. It's just like crazy to me, man. This man can't stay off him.
And starts kissing her. The dudes around him start cheering for them, and he seems very proud of himself.
Yeah, shout out to the surgeon. Actually, no. You know what? No, back that up. I retract that response. I understand what Bry's coming from, but when you think about it, that's a horrible thing. To hell with your surgeon, because you doctors was under the oath of do no harm, and y'all exploit these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, think of it to yourself. These people are evil. You exploit these people, and then you get them into a place where they think this type of behavior is okay. You know what I'm thinking about it? She like one of those cryptid. That's That's a dude, bruh.
Honestly, I'm not shocked. Chris, you have to blur this too, because, you know, Clavicular is a trans maxer himself, so it's not shocking nor
Clavicular is a trans maxter.
surprising that he would be indiscriminate to where his lips are going, you know. I don't think he cares. I think he genuinely, you know, they're saying, bro, you know, clavicular sexuality has been in question for a few months now, so I'm not shocked by any of this. They're saying he didn't know, though, so we'll see what happens here.
Let's go! Let's fucking go!
Yep.
This guy.
Never a Decepticon.
Bro, after getting that nose job, has the gay Frenchman phenotype, bro. Like the
That chick, oh, that Decepticon looks like that of like a Paris Hilton clone.
Look at this.
But then this other dude comes up.
Yes, pretty sure that's a famous movie, older movie. Yes, that is a thing. Yes. And somehow the dude who, well, you shouldn't kill nobody, but like, then again, you should be aware that lying to people has horrible consequences. So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those sayings like it's like that free speech thing.
Up to him and asked him whether if one of them was trans or not. Clav was left speechless and confused.
Dollar Tree Paris Hilton.
Because he didn't know what to say.
Was it Italian? Was one of them trans?
Look at the guy in the piggy's like he just let him know, like, you know, Clavicular, just let you know that guy's Decepticon. He's a Decepticon. Look at his face. Right? He didn't tell him. You know what? He wanted this to happen. The black guy wanted this to happen. I don't know his name, so I'm going to just refer to him based on his race. But, like, the black guy wanted this to happen. Because, like, he knows how clavicular is, maybe. He probably has his people in his small group of sector people. He didn't tell him. He knew. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Like, he knew. He waited for him to kiss the person just to tell him. That's evil, but yet funny at the same time. Oh, you knew?
Unintelligible, by the way. I'm not near my main desk. I don't have my boom effect, but that's what I would usually play right now. Guy came and said, is one of them trans? And Clavicular's looking out here like he's spooked. He's out here looking like he's, caught off guard just by the very nature of that question.
I'm sorry, bro.
Beautiful, but, you know. Yeah, nobody we won't talk about it again.
We won't talk about it again, man. Listen, hey, man, I know certain guys and people are into the whole, trans thing. I'm not.
We gotta stop doing this. I think this is disingenuous. I think it's just because it's clavicular, he's being disingenuous. Because if this, again, let's flip it. If this was a woman who was a lesbian and went home with a lesbian who was just as lesbian as she, and she found out that that person was not lesbian and was actually a biological dude, she would call SA. But for some weird reason, we don't call her, oh, you into actual men. We don't. You notice that we don't put a drowsiness on the woman's orientation if she end up kissing a dude that she didn't know. But for some weird reason, when a dude kisses a Decepticon that he didn't know was Decepticon, and it looks more of a woman than it is looking like a Decepticon, and he kisses that individual, which he shouldn't be just kissing random people. You really shouldn't. You shouldn't do that. But ended up doing that because he buzzed the right case with you, or he's in that moment. We question him of his sexuality. Why? It's not like he kissed a actual man and just walked up to it. He kissed someone that looks like a woman. Do you see the problem here? Like, you don't guys see this? This is really this is evil way to put more horrendousness on men, right? Because it looks like a woman. Let's be honest. It looks more like a woman than it looks like a Decepticon. It looks more passing than it is like a dude with a buff dude in an outfit. You know what I'm saying? Like the stereotype thing we like to use, right? Or those overweight men who you can obviously as a man who's in a dress. But like it looks like a passing individual, right? And because it looks like a passing individual, that's why he kissed kissed the individual. It's not like it's an actual man he just kissed. You know what I'm saying? It's like being mad. It's like I bought a burger. The burger, it looks like a burger, but it tastes like a taco. Do you know what I'm saying? I asked for a burger, not a taco burger. It looks like a burger. But I'm being questioned, oh, you like tacos the entire time, bro. That is an evil way of doing things. Because that's like saying if a girl went through something similar, oh, it's not that you're a lesbian, you're just into dudes. You just never knew about it. We just had to dress this one up to look like a woman for you to not know. What? No, you burn in hell. That is a evil way to do things. That is such a, oh my God.
It's not my lane. I'm a straight guy. You know, I
then
like.
Because if that's okay to do to men, don't be mad when you go to like, I don't know, some store and they're advertising something, and it's not that thing. It says there's no difference between men and women, right? Right? Jared's that wrong? They really try to, and they push this on men than it is on women. You notice that, right? They push that more on men than they do on women. It's evil. Yes, oh, that's what you refer to as entities. Ah, that's what he means. I got to break down like Kyle's like terms for certain things. I know he says beta tester. I think he's usually referring to us, and then he says entities. But I always thought when he's used entities, he's just talking about the insane liberal radicalization of things, or like people with the blue hair and all that stuff, and wants to be called ma'am.
I love women, you know, biological females. So, but my thing is, I was under the impression that Clavicular himself was a straight like a straight man into biological females as well.
See, but this is again, this is a what Maury's doing. This is disingenuous. This is disingenuous. That is evil to do. I know you may not like the dude. I get it. Well, let me see. It says here there was a guy who was out here perpetrating a fraud, but knowing he was a man and ended up getting attacked. Oh crap! The reason why they push it in men is because it's about the submission and conquering of Western men. Yes, if they're beaten into submission, there is no Western civilization. Correct. Correct. That's insane. This is disingenuousness. We will not say the same thing to a woman if this was a woman. It's like when a dude goes to jail, they say, "Oh, don't drop the soap." When a girl goes to jail, you don't say, "Oh, don't drop the soap." You notice that? We laugh at a man getting the soap dropped, but as soon as a woman goes to jail, we don't even say that even close. That's so disingenuous.
Oh, now to his defense, I don't know if he knew or not.
Yeah, thank you.
Like again, this is a developing.
I don't think he knew. They're in the club. This man is known for taking a lot of drugs. You know, this man is like he gets buzzed a lot. You know, he's in the dark. You know that person passes in the dark even better in the dark than in the person. Maybe you can see it in the day, but they're in the dark, bro. You really think someone with that type is going to figure that out right there and then? No way. The reason they put... Let me see. The reason when they push it... Oh, wait, no. He said... No, it popped up here. He says, what's funny is that if a woman kissed a man she thought had 6 figures, but he only had 5, she'll scream grape. Yep. 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 Like it's not that episode from not episode, from the movie from the Revenge of the Nerds. If you're old as I am, you know what I'm talking about. The scene when the girl's kissing on the Darth Vader dude, think it was her boyfriend or some dude she liked, and it found out it was one of the nerds. That there is grape off rip. That's grape. That's grape. Because she didn't ask for the dude that she wanted. So why is Clavicular being put... I don't like Clavicular. I'm just letting you guys know. I don't like him either. But I'm not going to... Thomas Jefferson said it. It's best to let 1,000 prisoners or like convicts into the streets causing mayhem than put one innocent man into prison who didn't do nothing wrong or had no knowledge of what he did. You know what I'm saying? Thomas Jefferson said that, and I believe in that. You should not put someone in jail if they was not aware of what was going on. Then some convict who knew what they was doing and then try to get them out of jail. The hell? This is an evil world we're living in. Correct. Another thing men are held accountable for their actions while drunk, and women are not, and men cannot withdraw consent. Women can. Yep. Yep. That is evil. That is evil.
Story, so I'm not gonna make any definitive claims. I'm just reacting to this in real time, and yeah.
But your reaction sounds like you're more on the leading that he is on that side, just because people say his orientation is in question. Just because someone's orientation in question doesn't make that true. It's just a rumor. And let's be honest, the dude went up to him and said that was a dude. Do you see his reaction? He's not happy with it. So that tells you everything you need to know. You know what I'm saying? That's insane. This is insane. This is evil. I don't like this. I don't like this. And again, I'm going to repeat. I do not like Clavicular any more than y'all do. He's annoying in his own way, but you know, he's just as human being as anyone else. You know what I'm saying? He didn't kill no, well, he actually did kill somebody, but that person kind of deserved it. I think the jewels are like gifts, like in TikTok. I think it's like with real money, and you give it to the streamer or the content creator. I think that's how it works. I'm still trying to figure it out too, because they don't really talk about jewels on YouTube. Unlike TikTok, they talk about gifts every 5 seconds. So I don't know why YouTube don't do that, but it is what it is.
You know, this is crazy.
Bro, I think the Shin isn't lying. The dude literally said that one of them was trans, and Clav's reaction was like, I don't care, I'm gay as.
Now recently, a jury ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in design.
Fast forward.
She was trans.
Clavicular and these apps.
And you might be entitled to compensation. And with that said, let's get right back to the video.
I gotta say, this is not good for Clavicular, and these allegations he's been facing for a few months now, they're kind of getting, you know, kind of wild.
To recognize a trans by the looks of the bone structure, and then when they went outside.
Thank you for that, bud. I appreciate JR. You're amazing, dude. You're amazing, dude. This is why I always make sure to put his name at the end of the videos. I swear to God, I gotta put Bob's thing at the end of the next video. So this video will be the video where I'll put Bob's name in it too, because he just joined the Soup Nation.
Clav asked them hesitantly if they were trans or not because of their broad shoulders. So she admitted that yes.
Bro, look at these two women. Or one of them is, I think the one in the middle is the Decepticon. But look at this. And women will hang out with this, so you can't tell. Like, think of it to this self. The one in the middle is the Decepticon. The other one is probably a real woman. I would have no other use for the. I understand, bud. Look at because the one in the middle passes. They both kind of pass. The one in the middle passes, and I think that's the Decepticon. But women will hang out with the Decepticon, so you think, oh, that's another woman. And sometimes the woman will know that's a Decepticon and know that that person is going to Decepticon men because they are on that same level. And they have no problem with it. Some feminists are okay with that. They think that's okay to lie to men because they was lied to. So they said do it to other men who didn't lie to them. So they'll hang out with someone who's a Decepticon. Not all. They'll hang out with a Decepticon. And the Decepticon will do what they want. And they'll push it and say, yeah, that's a she. That's evil. You'll never take a word of a Decepticon, right? And a Decepticon supporter.
He was trans.
Wait, can I ask?
Now, just to be clear, I'm not saying because you're trans, you're evil. I'm not saying that. So don't think I'm saying that. I'm just saying the ones who are not being forthright coming. So if you guys watch this video, this is not an attack on them. Sucks for ugly girls. Now men are like, is she a dude? Yeah, bro. I said that earlier, like a little before you came in. It's like we live in a time where you have to look at something and be like, are you the genuine article? I don't know. And what's sad is even if you tell me yes, and you're hanging out with other chicks, they may be the genuine article lying for you to get your comeuppance to upset me. And then when I react to you for what you did to me, I'm the wrong one. What the hell? But if the other way was reversed, if a bunch of dudes was hanging out with a particular chick who a particular dude who was pretending to be a chick, and then she started kissing on started kissing on one of the other lesbian chicks, and they want to go back to their place, and they do, and he pulls his pants down, and you realize, oh snap, this is not what I asked for. It's a literal it's a grape charge off rip. Do you see the difference here? And then if anyone else says anything, you're wrong for pushing that on a lesbian woman. She's not into dudes, just like a dude's not into dudes who are straight. You know what I'm saying? It does. It really much does. It Decepticon really things up for other. It does. This is a dangerous sentiment. Now I'm going to repeat this again because y'all gonna be mentally unstable and can't read and listen. I'm not saying if you think you're trans, you're evil. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the ones who are not being forthright, coming and saying, listen, now this is who I am. This is who I am. If you choose to proceed with me, therefore that's up to you, or that's on you. If they say anything like that to that degree and let you know on it, I can't be mad at them because you pursued that. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at someone who's being honest with you and being real with you. That's a real individual to you. I may not agree of being the whole trans thing, but if they're being honest with you, they're not a bad person. They're being honest with their situation. So it is what it is. If you choose to still pursue them, that is on you. If you choose to do anything to them, you are evil. You are not a victim at that point. You are evil at that point because at least they was honest enough to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? I respect people who tell the truth for what it is, not people who try to do disingenuous nonsense like this. This is evil. All I'm saying is that there's a 75% chance they vote Democrat, so you could avoid a large percentage there if you just go after country girls. Yeah, you're not wrong.
A question that might be a little bit. Dude, I can't even ask.
Which one?
You can.
So I guess this one's the trans one. Which one did he? I'm pretty sure.
No, he kissed that one. That one he's next to is the one he kissed. If the trans one is that one, then he's good.
He kissed one of them. I'm thinking it's this one. It kind of looks like he was the one kissing her.
Bro, this is so, you see how evil this is? Maury just said that, I'm not sure about his orientation because he didn't know, you know what I'm saying? But he can't even tell which one is the trans one, and you don't know which one is the real woman. Do you see the problem with this? This is evil. If you're a man and you're watching this and you're still putting Clavicular's orientation in question in this one video, you are the problem, sir. Maury's watching the video, I'm reacting to Maury's video, and he can't tell which blonde, blue-haired woman is the actual woman. And we just saw he kissed this one. Do you see the problem? This is evil. And again, this is not an attack on trans people. This is an attack on people who are not being forthcoming. This is not an attack. I'm going to say it again because YouTube and y'all do not read or listen or don't know how to, use common sense or critical thinking. It's not because the person's trans. It is the problem that they're not being honest. Now, if the person he kissed, which was this one, isn't the trans one, that's great. Well, it's great that he's that trans. There's no lying. But you shouldn't be... This goes back to clavicular now. This is where you shouldn't just be kissing people in the club like that because, one, let's just ignore the trans part. That person could have herpes, and these girls sometimes use makeup to cover the herpes sores that's on their lip. They do it. There's tutorials on women showing how to cover up herpes sores on their lip with makeup. That's a thing. That's a thing. You can look it up right now. It's evil. Let me see. Me as well are yes. Usually they hide their Adam's apple with a turtleneck or. I thought they shave it down these days now. I thought they can remove that now. I understand where you're saying. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Don't kiss anyone. Yeah. Don't. This goes for straight men, gay men, bisexual, any of you, whatever your orientation is. If you're going to a club or a meeting or gathering, do not kiss people you are not familiar with or don't know. Do not do it. It will cause trouble in a social aspect for you or a medical aspect for you. Do not do it. Do not do it. This goes for straights. This goes for gays. This goes for anyone who identifies as anything else. Do not do it. You will probably catch something. You might get sick. You might catch something you can't wipe off. You might kiss someone that's not who they say they are. Just don't do it. This is not, oh, I don't like to have fun. No, don't do it, because we live in a time where people are not forthcoming. That person probably even have AIDS. And I know some people say you can't get AIDS by kissing people, blah, blah, blah. But are you really going to take that risk? Like, honestly, like, let's be honest. You're gonna, just because certain snakes are not poisonous, you're going to put your hand in front of the snake just to prove that it's not poisonous. You're really going to play that game? Like, are you stupid? Come on. Let's be honest. Are you that stupid just to do that, just to prove a point? You're going to die on a point just because it sounds offensive to you? Are you stupid? Like, are you dumb? I would never do that. Just to prove a point. Oh, not all snakes are poisonous. So you're going to put your hand in front of every fucking snake you come across just to prove a point? No. Okay, while we're at the don't fuck people you don't... Oh, yeah, don't have sex with people you don't know either. That's also a big thing as well. That is just as big as the kissing. Actually, I'll put more emphasis on the kissing, because the kissing thing leads to that down the road anyway. But some of y'all just don't see kissing as a big problem. So, like, do not have sex with people you don't know. They can get pregnant. You can catch something. You know what I'm saying? It can cause social issues and problems in the future, because you might have a one-night stand with that one chick, right? And then, or dude, and then you don't know that the person you just slept with is probably your boss's son, your boss's daughter, I don't know, your friend's friend. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. You can catch an STD, you can catch, or STI, whatever they want to call it. It's the same damn thing, pretty much. STD, urinary tract infection. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same. Just don't have sex with people you don't know. And no, it's not. This is not even coming from like a religious standpoint. Just common sense. Don't do that. Just don't. I will see you later, Art. This topic is getting me a little uncomfortable. I got you, bro. Yeah, AIDS can trim that way, but many STDs can. Might catch might catch the suds. The suds. I'm not willing to fuck around and find out. Okay, I got you, bro.
But this one right here, I mean, yeah, it's kind of looking sus here, man.
Yeah,
I'm not
that
saying
one looks sus. That one looks sus, but then again, these doctors be really good with that one in the middle, so we don't know. But I'm saying that one passes more than this one on the right. I'm just saying.
There are certain women with this build right here. You know, a lot of women at the gym, so it's entirely, I don't know. I don't know what's going on out here.
Whatever you want. It's no disrespect.
I mean, hey, yo, the fucking trans tech is getting crazy out here, bro. You know, bro, a few drinks in, a few pills in.
I just said it. This is a man who takes a lot of pills and drugs and he drinks and stuff. We almost saw he almost died because of him almost overdosing. You think him in the dark, being buzzed and under the influence, is going to think clearly about in the dark around blonde hair, blue-eyed women that looks alike and looks similar in build is going to look like a dude to them? No. We all know that. We all been in that situation where you saw a chick who was not as conventionally as good looking as she should be in the light compared to the dark, and you probably buzzed a little bit. You're like, you know, I don't want to go home alone tonight. And this, I got a few drinks in me, so like, you know what? These drinks are really soothing, or at least making it much easier for these graphics to work for you. So
shady club, you know, diffuse smoke in the air. Tell me some men wouldn't be duped. Tell me some men wouldn't be
the snake point art. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, what about that one? Wait, was that offensive? I'm not sure.
Correct. Let's be honest.
But are you? No. What? They're saying in the chat. Sure. Okay, I was wondering. I don't.
Wait, go back.
No.
Smoke in the air. Tell me some men wouldn't be duped. Tell me some men wouldn't be tricked. Let's be honest.
But are you? No. What? They're saying in the chat. Sure. Okay, I was wondering.
Oh, she is. She said, "You are." And she said yes. She didn't say no. She didn't shake her head no. She just smiled at it. That one is the Decepticon. Well, I can't call it Decepticon because that's not the one you kissed. But then again, we don't know about that one either. So that one's a Transformer. Not Autobot. I'm gonna call you Autobot. So far, you're being honest. So you're an Autobot. You're one of the good guys. Emphasis on guys. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're the Autobot. We don't know that one's a Decepticon or just a woman. We can't tell. We cannot tell. When you was talking about the hand in front of the okay. The metaphor I made. It was offensive to people who identify as a snake. Oh god, the good guys. You're one of the good guys.
I don't give a fuck, bro. Like,
no, don't film me.
No, we're not.
Guys, this is nuts to me, like genuinely. And the top comment here is saying transvicular. Other comment here is saying, to be fair, he is transitioning himself. Another person said gay maxing. Another person said if he's gotta ask, the answer is yes.
Yes.
And another one here says Clav is that small that the trans.
No, but no, that's a stupid thing to say because yeah, sometimes you don't. If he couldn't tell, then. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't tell because the person passed. Because there are women who look like that. Let's be honest. There are women, European, they sound like they have an accent. There are European women who are OF models that look like that. You know what I'm saying? We know, or we can see a few OF models, or usually these streamers they handle with OF models. They look exactly like that. They look like a Paris Hilton type clone, bleach blonde hair, blue eyes, You know what I'm saying? They have an accent. You can't tell. So like the fact that he asked that individual right there and they said yes, that's an Autobot. They're a good guy. But like the other one didn't say they wasn't. And remember, that's the one he kissed. I'm kind of actually this is weird because he's asking the one he didn't kiss. So that means either he really can't tell between them both or he was just that high to not tell which one he kissed. So he just assumed the one that looks the most ugly out of the two, are you the one that is the Autobot? And the other one that's standing there is not saying anything, so it makes you think, okay, that's the one not only he kissed, but that person's not saying anything. So that makes you think, Because if he's already asking about that one, shouldn't it be you as a human being to be like, okay, I just want to let you know, I'm not part of that life, but, I'm sorry if you felt upset or some type of way if I kissed you off rip. You know what I'm saying? But, like, the fact that you're just sitting there and just not saying anything makes me think, okay, I think you're not being forthcoming on something.
Has broader shoulders than him. Bro looks like Captain America when he was Skinny Steve. Now that is crazy. That is nuts. But hey, I guess clavicular is getting clavicle mocked by this young lad over here. Again, I gotta say in the current year, man, the trans tech is getting nuts. Sometimes I come across posts I have to question, is my radar going off or not? Like, what's going on? These surgeons and doctors, they are giving these people some.
No, these surgeons and doctors should go to jail. I'm sorry. I think I don't think the trans individuals if anything, they usually start off with a mindset. That's a mindset thing for majority of them. We're not talking about a hermaphrodite who's born with like 2 genitals. We're talking about a person who believes there's something that they're not, right? So it's the doctors that's really the issue because they can say who they are all they want, right? In most cases, you can biologically see who they are. But like, there are doctors who perpetuate and encourage this behavior is insane. Yeah, it's medical malpractice in my... Yes, this is evil. I don't like this. It's one thing if your sibling is an asshat. It's another thing when your parent encourages the hasism. You know what I'm saying? Hasism. That sounds stupid. The behavior itself. You know what I'm saying? I have a problem with the medical field. It's not even these people. You know what I'm saying? Like...
hardcore drugs, like the protocols gotta go. They're insane. I'm just saying.
We're not gonna say. I was just asking.
Why you say that?
No, I was just wondering if this. Why do I say that? Oh,
You know what should happen? I think anyone who gets the surgery and they get in some type of trouble because the person didn't know who they were based on their appearance, I think instantly that doctor should lose their license. They should lose their license to be brought from the medical field once that person gets in any form of medical trouble that has to do with their appearance. Because it'll make them think twice. They'll be like, do I really want to put my you know, reputation on the line for this person if they choose to do devious stuff with the thing I just, you know, performed on them? Nah. You know what I'm saying? And I am probably a capitalist and they're anti-capitalist. It's ironic, right? Oh, let me see. Wait. Let me see. It's because it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. They force a dependent customer for. Yes, that's what it is. It's the thing I always mention all the time from Family Guy. It's that episode where Carter had the cure to cancer, and Brian said to Carter when they was trying to get into the facility to get it, they said, I think Brian said, Carter, you have the cure to cancer. You have the holy grail of all holy grails. Why won't you make this public to the masses? And he said, am I, like, Brian, are you stupid? You think I'm stupid, Brian? Why would I give you a drug that will solve your problem that you pay, like, what? Say $2,000 for that one drug to save you when I can bill you every month for like $50,000 a year or even more for a lifetime when I can make money off you. The hell? Like, why would I give you something that will fix your problem? It's like taking your car to the mechanic, and every time you take it to the mechanic, he fixed the one problem, but there's always a new problem. Because he knows if he breaks something in it, you'll come back. It's kind of like that. Can't hold others accountable for other people's bad choice. You're true, but then again, these are people who are not sane, right? And this the whole do no harm thing pushes this type of, I would say, this type of attitude to say, well, now I cut off whatever I need to cut off. Now I am at X, Y, and Z. And if you don't accept me for who I am, you're the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you stop it from the root of the encouragement, it goes away. They have to set reality for what it is. If you cut the encouragement, or what's cut the encouragement? If you cut the Hydra's head from where it begins, it can't grow more heads type shit, I guess. So.
Sure.
He said probably capitalist. I don't know if I agree with that because they are the same argument liberals make about guns. You know what? Not wrong. You're not wrong on that one, actually, when you make that point. That got me thinking. Yeah, I don't think that one through.
Bro, to be honest, I think this Clav dude is not a man. He's a male that wants to look feminine, so this kiss doesn't surprise me.
bro.
I think he would kiss any creature that looks feminine, but what happened after that really humiliated Clav in front of everyone? Someone threw a drink at him, and he was left soaking wet.
Bro, relax, alright?
Bro, this guy, he's lost an aura, guys. I just gotta say, this guy has been, ever since he's gotten to France, I think he's still in France, he's just been humbled, you know? And it's just like, he's out here kissing people indiscriminately. They may be biological females, they may be biological.
It's simple. If someone goes into the doctor and says, hey doc, I really identify as a guy and no arms, with no arms, we don't cut off their arms, we tell them they need help. You're right.
Biological males, apparently he may or may not care. His sexuality is in question. Listen, I don't really give a if he's gay or not. Who cares if he's into trans people or not? I mean, personally, me, I couldn't give a shit less.
Well, but this is the thing I don't understand. Why are we pushing that on him that he is into it? If he was not into it or he didn't have a problem with it, he would just say, I don't care. But the reason why he even went to the person to ask this question is because he needed to know. Again, if we flip this on a chick and a chick kissed a lesbian chick kissed a dude, kiss another lesbian who actually was a dude who's just LARPing as one, and she went to make sure that you was actually a lesbian because, like, you know, that's what she's into, you guys will not call her straight for that. If anything, you guys will be mad at the individual pretending to LARP as a lesbian. I don't think that's a hard take to understand. Like, but for some reason, because it's a man, we have to make fun, we have to point out, we have to bring up this every time type nonsense. Like, it's weird. It is strangely weird how we treat men like this to a degree. Again, I do not like clavicular at all. But then again, it's like, fair is fair. You gotta call fair out, even against your enemies. You gotta call fair for fair. Like earlier, like JR just said it earlier. I made the point about stopping charging doctors if one of these people started like being a Decepticon. But he said that same argument goes the same way if you was using guns. As soon as you put that out, it's like, that makes sense. You see me not argue against it. As soon as he made that point, it made total sense. It's like, no, let me retract that and think that through. Because that's where critical thinking begins, when your argument is opposed, but your argument holds up against the thing that was opposed. Once you realize that either it's exactly the same or there's something flawed in it, there's nothing wrong pointing out and saying, oh, maybe I'm wrong for that. I think that's a Western problem we have. We have like, or maybe just a human thing, but like a Western problem where we don't like to admit where we're wrong somewhere, or we was taking too far into something and realized, oh, maybe that's not the best idea. That's what I'm here for. Oh, I got you, bro. So like that's where that is. But for you guys to sit here and say, oh, he's probably gay. I'm like, bro, he's probably not, because if he wasn't, he wouldn't even ask the person if they were. He would just say, I don't give a damn. The person's pretty. It is what it is. Then I will say he's gay. But after that, after his initial, you know, knowledge of this, he had to pursue it and make sure it was thing. Because if he doesn't pursue, this is the worst thing. If he doesn't pursue it, people think you're gay. If you do pursue it, oh, you was just gay all along, bro. I'm like, oh my god. Like, oh my god. As a man, you can never do wrong. You're always in this line of you have to be perfect in all situations. And this is, I think, a real problem. Like, it's that video with the guy who kept on asking those straight men, are you gay? And he's like, no way, bro. And then he shows a picture of another dude. He's like, is he gay? And you can obviously tell that the man is straight. But because they don't want to admit it, because as men, we are taught that a man that you don't know, if they're not like a brother, a literal friend, or like a cousin or a father or an uncle, if they're not one of these like tech or a coworker, they're none of these 6 things, you're off rip gay, even if the dude's not doing anything gay. Like, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? like most of those videos, probably 85 to 95% of those men are not gay. But because they are being asked the question, and then they ask about themselves, and they ask another man, they don't want to look small and be like, nice to your fellow brother. So they will just call you gay off rip because, you know, it's not only that it's more funnier, it is what it is, but like, it's that sense of, I don't know, it's like, is it a dominance thing? I think it's like a social dominance thing. Like, if I call you gay before I do, it's like
But it's just like, you know, you should probably have more wherewithal about your image, and if you want to maintain your position in the...
Okay, Maury's right on this one. You are a public figure. You should have more self-awareness of your situation, given if your whole shtick is like looks maxing and looking good and all that stuff, and, you know, trying to get chicks. You don't want to hit no allegations that you are of that orientation. So if of the opposite of that orientation, I'm saying. So like, the best thing you should do is to not kiss girls you don't know, or have sex with women you don't know. Especially if you don't know if they're actually a woman these days. So like, you should be very much aware of this, because these people have nothing to lose. They have all to gain and nothing to lose. So, and that's the problem with most celebrities. Or e-celebrities, they have everything, but they don't know they have anything to lose. And then they do stupid stuff like Gideon.
quote unquote looks maxing world and you understand the fan base and the audience you have, you got to understand you're going to be taking a negative hit to this. This is a negative hit to your brand and your image as a looks maxing, you know, semi-adjacent alpha guy who's supposed to represent, you know, the pinnacle of masculinity or some shit, man. Like,
it's gonna be here in 1 minute. Relax. It's a little bit of water.
Anyone who refers himself as an alpha male, you're not. Oh my god, just go to your father. God damn. And I know some of you may not have a dad. Go to your uncle, your brother. I don't know. Your grandpa? If you have one. Maybe a coach? But like, and that's very, I don't really recommend that because you could be a creep and weirdo. But like, you know what I'm saying? Why are you looking at some YouTuber who calls themselves as an alpha male? I think that's cringe. That's pretty cringe. No, that's absolutely cringe.
Fuck, look at who gives a whatever, it's a $400 shirt. Who gives a fuck?
This guy looks so skinny now.
Huh? Yeah. Did you get hit with that?
Yo, bro hopped off the trenbolone sandwiches, the trenbolone sandwiches, and he just lost so much muscle, man. It's actually insane. Holy shit.
He did? He lost muscle? Oh, crap.
Yeah. Yeah, shirt ruined, bro. At least the pants didn't. Oh, maybe.
I don't like how he didn't ask the other one, are you of that life? That's where maybe this is why the allegations are still happening to him. He didn't ask that one he kissed. He kissed that one. He didn't kiss the other one.
So yeah.
That's a coke.
Yeah.
I understand that Clav is gay as
it looks like this commentator again, he's going wild. But yeah, it looks like Clav is just chilling, bro. I don't think he cares, man. So yeah, for anybody who was wondering if he was bi or anything like that, or, you know, into this type of shit, yeah, now you've gotten your answer. And hey, is what it is. It is what it is, man. What can I say? I'm not here to dictate any.
But he didn't confirm he is. See, this is why women don't take us seriously as men. This is exactly why we as men, women don't take us seriously. Because if it was a woman and she confirmed that if something did or didn't happen, y'all run with it almost instantly. But if a dude said it didn't happen, you have questioned it almost off rip. Because like, let's use an example. I think it was back in 2000, what was it, 14 or 15? I think at this time, I think Kanye West was already broken up with Amber Rose, and I think he was just going out with Kim Kardashian. And at this time, he had some type of beef with, I think, Wiz Khalifa. I think it was Wiz Khalifa. And because they had some beef online, she chimed in saying, oh, something to the extent of saying, oh, Kanye, you don't miss when I used to put my fingers in your rectum or some crap like that. And because she said that, dudes off rip was clowning Kanye for that as if that was literal, like, gospel. How do you know she's not lying? Like, women lie too, bro. Like, they lie a lot. Actually, they lie a lot more than men. And sometimes for, like, no reason. Like, statistically proven that they lie more than men for, like, no reason at all sometimes. It's like, it makes no goddamn sense. Now, she could be telling the truth for all we know, but we don't know if she's actually lying at the same time. No one actually questioned this. No one put any question if this was a thing. They just ran with it, and that's where the problem comes in. We don't question women of the things that the questionable things they do, especially as already known to facts. We just kind of, like, for instance, Cardi B, when she said she was roofing men and then taking their stuff while they fall asleep, or, you know, have them fall asleep at their home, and then they have dudes come over and steal all his stuff and they leave while he's asleep. No one said that was evil. They just, actually, no one said she was lying or not. They just went with what she said. You don't know if she was just saying that just to sound tough, which is not. It's a cowardly way of doing things, but, like, I don't know. Hashtag believe I'll live in LL, fuck that. Right? That's scary. You don't take the words of someone off rip, whether it's a man or a woman, but we tend to just let people. Yeah, Cardi B did that. Oh, you don't know? So Cardi B, I think she was on an interview. I think it was I don't know if it was like what was it? What was the show? What was it called? I don't know. It was Vlad or TV or it was a Breakfast Club. But she admitted off right that she said she used to get men drunk and then I think she will roofie them and then have dudes that she was affiliated with to run into their homes when they they'll take her back to their place after the club. This is before she was even on Love and Hip Hop and on those shows and stuff. This is before, so just let you alone. This is not while she was a celebrity. So please put that in context. This is before she became famous. This is when she was Cardi B. Oh, before she was Cardi B. But she admitted off rip that she used to roofie men and let them fall asleep at home while they'll take them off out the club. She'll go to her house, get some homeboys to come over, and then while they fall asleep, she'll leave the door open. They'll come in and steal her stuff and leave. I don't give a fuck about Cardi B. She is a garbage person who music sus acts to. Yep. 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 It is what it is. She used to do that. She said that off rip. Oh, I did hear a little bit. Yeah, she did that. She did that openly and said that off rip, and there was nothing wrong. She didn't face no repercussions whatsoever. Actually, people made fun of the men or made jokes about it, and that's it. So that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. It's like the Diddy thing. We make fun of people who was diddled by Diddy. Because he was into men. And I guess women, but he was into men. But the irony in this is because he did gay things, it makes it funny. But it was the other way around. If he was just like Weinstein and doing things to women, we will not make jokes about it. If anything, if you did make jokes about it, you would probably get banned. Or you would get in trouble or meet extreme consequence on a social aspect online. It's something about men's, like the straight man specifically, when the straight man's orientation's in question or like his word is in question, it's either literally just disregarded completely and whatever happens that's associated to those two things is facts based on just public opinion and feelings against men. But if it's a woman, it's almost we need to protect it. We need to give her every benefit of the doubt, everything under the sun. It is very weird and it's strange. It is very evil too. Again, I do not like conviction. I keep saying this. And again, this is not an attack on no trans person at all. This is just against people who are lying. So you could be a straight person who is lying. I'll say the same thing about you. If you're a trans person who's lying, I'll say the same thing about you as well. If you're a lesbian who's lying, I'll say the same thing about you. If you're a gay person who's lying, or a bi person, or orientation you fuck with, I would tell you directly, you are a liar, sir or ma'am. So it is what it is. My thing is that Rick Ross got backlash for what he did, calling Cardi B a victim. My thing is that Rick Ross got backlash for what he did, but calling Cardi B a victim. He did or didn't? He called her a victim or not a victim? Let me see. I mean, look what happened to a streamer who hurt the woman in Red Dead Redemption. You can brutally murder men in 99% of most games. No issues. Both men and women both needed to be held accountable. Wait, whoa. What happened on the streamer thing? Can you tell me? I'm not familiar with that one. That story. You can tell me. I'm pretty sure it's something small, but like, what happened?
Any guy's fucking extracurricular activities and what he's into. I'm just saying it's kind of weird given how he rose, the image he was presenting, and now he's all of a sudden just like, you know, someone else said, oh no, he kissed a guy and he liked it. Another person said, I bet he likes it. Another person said, we live in a dystopian world. Another person said, I love that this guy's basically now the internet's biggest lol cow. That's funny as shit. Another person said, YouTube deleted my comments, so here it is again. Cuts his nose off, kisses a guy. What's next? This guy's more entertaining than the circus clown. I mean, hey guys, the comments are saying it.
Okay, most men. Okay, I read that. Wait, most men are held accountable at this point, so don't. But overwhelming majority are held to unfair standards. Women often use the "I'm a girl" excuse. Right? I'm a girl. I'm a girl, though. What? The streamer was banned. Wow, he was feeding female characters to alligators. That isn't how it started. He did that as a form of escalation. Oh, okay. So wait. What was the first thing? What, he killed like one female in Red Dead Redemption, and people made a stink about it. So in retaliate, and retaliation, he started feeding them to the alligators. Is that what happened after? If I'm catching that right?
Yeah, not me. I couldn't give a shit less. I was just kind of spooked when I saw this in my YouTube feed. I'm like, what is going on? This is one hell of a plot twist.
And does some insanely stupid shit, but throwing shit at people is not the right thing to do.
Agreed,
that
man.
could have been acid or something really dangerous that can literally ruin someone's life. But
I love how, throwing liquid or some random thing on people can ruin someone's life, but you guys are literally saying him kissing a person who's being a Decepticon isn't ruining his life? To like a certain degree, his life is not ruined in the stuff like he's being hurt, but as an image way, in an image in that sense of his reputation, given who he is and what he has done or what he represents, you don't think that's a little bit of the same thing to a degree? Like, think of it to yourself. If throwing an orange or some type of liquid on him was a problem, and I think they did it twice, how is that more problematic than him being lied to? What? He hogtied a surrogate because she was annoying. Oh God. Got banned, and then he made a compilation of retaliation off all the way he could, killing her in the game. Which is wild because in the same clip he headshots a man and no one cared. Wow. Which is wild because in the same clip no one cared. Not that I cared either, but that's my point. It's a double standard. Yeah, that's insane. I meant Rick Ross got backlash for the lyric of putting a drug in a woman's drink, but Cardi B gets called a victim for yes, okay. I know, I heard that story. Yes, okay. Yes, I know about that story. Yes, he did a rap song and he said he put something in her drink to, get with her and stuff. Yeah, I remember that. I heard of that one. And yeah, someone made that comparison too. Yeah, that's yeah.
that also shows that how much French people are hating this guy. Like, if you're finding people randomly on the street that hate you so much, then you have really f***ed up your image. Just like here, this woman was so pissed that Clav was talking shit about her country, and she straight up told him that he's not welcome to France.
You are not welcome in France. You are fucking Nazi. You are fucking masculinist. So you are not welcome here. You said like something like what the fuck?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I know this sounds kind of evil for me to say, but please hear me out. I understand she's defending her country, but she wouldn't say that if those refugees was passing by. Let's just call it for what it is. I know that's kind of a hot take, but let's be honest, the refugees were like causing a lot of trouble in different parts of Europe. I bet you she won't have that same bravado with her man sitting right there. If those refugees who are from other countries who think differently from them wouldn't really put up with that nonsense. If anything, they'll retaliate. The only reason why she's retaliating against him because he's an easy target. She knows that he's not going to attack or even have a fight with her like that on the street, given who he is, and plus he's white. So like he's not gonna put himself in that position. Right? Yeah, those grape gangs go crazy, right? Like, think about it. She wouldn't talk that. Those people are actually doing more harm to her country than him making a word about that country. But she won't do that. I bet you she won't. Very easy to stand up to a white guy, adjacent guy, right? Right? Let's call it for what it is. Yeah, let's just Photoshop the I'm the captain now guy and see what it says. Yeah, right? Let's be honest. Like, again, I don't like Clavicular. I'm not actually defending him, but, like, let's be honest. If you're going to talk crazy to Clavicular like this on the stream where you're going to be seeing, I hope you do the same thing when those refugees who are doing a bunch of harm to your country is passing by or streaming and saying how horrible your country is and doing horrible things, because they be streaming sometimes and saying some crazy stuff. So when they're passing by and you see it, I hope you have the same bass in that voice, and I hope your boyfriend's there to defend it if he's willing to die for that. I'm just saying. Is your boyfriend willing to die on the laurels of your voice of your words against someone else? I don't know. Yeah, let me see. Her boyfriend is like, bro, just keep walking. She's all she does. Yes, all she does this.
I hope you have a really good night, man.
To be honest,
That's crazy. I'm telling you, the French hate this man. We have some other comments here. Someone said the chin isn't lying with this screenshot. Oh my god, what is that? Yo.
Oh my god. That's a Jay Leno chin. That's a Jay Leno chin. I like how people are confusing the first girl he talked to compared to the other girl he kissed. These are two different white women, or white Autobots.
People, calm down with the plastic surgery.
Green
This is getting
Goblin.
ridiculous. Like bitches out here
It's like
looking like the
Green
Grinch.
Goblin.
Another person said, double laughing emoji. Another person said, there's nothing wrong with being trans. I don't understand why. I mean, listen, nobody's saying there's anything. Like, do what you want. It's just like clavicular has given an image of which you would assume is anti that. Like,
No, you guys just don't like him. Let's be honest. You guys just don't like him. That's why you guys want to put that on him so fast. Because you know the person is being a Decepticon if they was lying. But because you don't like him, you want to put that on him. I bet you it was Markiplier of all people being lied to. You guys would be at the defense of this man. Now, I have no problem with Mark. I love Mark. I love Markiplier. I love his videos. I have no problem with his videos. I have no problem with Mark Fishbach as a person. But, like, let's just call it for what it is. You just don't like the man. And because his image is associated to his fame, and that's his whole shtick, and the whole looks maxing thing, which is cringe as hell. You know what I'm saying? Let's call it for what it is. You guys just don't like him. Because if it was someone you guys genuinely liked, you would probably stand up for him and say, that person's evil for trying to, you know. It is what it is. Yeah, I just don't like him, and that's okay too. Yeah, it's okay to admit it. Just say it for what it is. But for you to say, oh, no, he's that orientation I'm trying to push upon him, because you guys are really pushing that on him. But it's the context that makes it make sense. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I will say against Clavicular, he didn't ask the other chick that he actually kissed. The one that was in the middle is the one he kissed. And for some reason, he asked the one that was not as pretty, are you X, Y, and Z? Which I think that one said yes. But the other one, he didn't ask. So that, you know what I'm saying? You should at least ask to confirm, because it could be just, you know, a Autobot with a chick. But, you know, because, you know, you women like to hang out with that for some odd reason. I don't know why. So.
Anti-kissing trans people. Another person said, I didn't know she was a man, and that fucker has a bigger chin than 2 times mine. Effing gay. Chris, you gotta kind of censor this with.
Bro, we already know they have a cult mind mentality. I just watched trans liberals on TV vote for a guy with a Nazi tag. Okay, that makes sense.
This anyway,
right.
So apparently Clavicular ends up
You're right.
addressing this situation, and guys,
they won't like it when it gets thrown back in their right, or it happens to a woman, a real woman. They literally says pro or con just based on whether they are on their side or not. Yep.
just want you to know, this caught me off guard. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, here's this guy's statement.
So yeah, everyone's gonna say cap on this because obviously it wasn't on stream, but
allegedly
after I ended, the girls were outside. Well, maybe not plural.
What?
Here's this guy's statement.
What?
So yeah, everyone's gonna say cap on this because obviously it wasn't on stream, but
allegedly
after I ended, the girls were outside. Well, maybe not plural.
Oh my God, he knows.
Oh no.
Singular.
Not my sound effect.
But regardless,
maybe singular.
We brought them back and kicked it.
Kicked it?
So I didn't slay.
But listen, clearly clavicular.
Oh my God, dude, I'm sorry. Okay, I don't like clavicular, but if any man ironically says the word slay, you are gay, sir. I'm sorry. That's just me. It's not really a attack on gay people, but like any straight man who says I use slay ironically to, you know what I'm saying? You're gay. It is what it is. That might be my opinion, and you might find that offensive, but come on. Any man, straight man says slay. I didn't slay. That was already taken by gay men and women saying slay queen, all that stuff. So when you say slay as a form of like getting some ass, now you're making the allegation sound true. I have gay friends who don't use the word slay because it's too. That's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like this is not an attack on gay people. It's just like, come on. Even like, it's like that one scene from American Dad when the two gay men, I forgot their name, who are like weather reporters, I think. One said something really gay that the blonde one said, "Dude, I'm gay," and that was super gay. That was even too gay for even for me. I was like, bro, come on. just say hit or yeah, just say I hit it, I cracked, I got it in, get it in, something like that. But like, I didn't smash. Just say smash. I didn't smash. Smash. Gay people can't make the word smash sound the same. Like make that sound gay, because that's like associated to like the Incredible Hulk. So yeah, I didn't smash. That's fine. But when you say I didn't slay, I'm like, bro, you're making the allegation sound even more true. I can't even help you there. And I don't even like you. I don't even like you like
that. Is by. I'm just going to be honest. The vast majority of straight men are not bringing back a trans person back to their crib to quote unquote kick it late at night, high, drunk.
Yeah, I'm not even going to lie. He has a point there. Maury has a point. Once you realize the person was or isn't gay, even the fact, trans, just the fact that you still pursued the person, even if you prove that it was a chick, I wouldn't associate myself with them in the sense of like your image of the whole stream and stuff. Like, it's not an attack on them, but just the fact that you're already being mocked as hell because of the whole, the whole like problem with it. The fact that you still took them back will make people still think X, Y, and Z, that you're kind of on that BS. But it is what it is. What's wrong with getting oldly felt? Yeah, well, nothing's wrong with that either. But
when we all already know what guys are really trying to do with girls. Like, let's be honest here. Like, clavicular just needs to step outside the closet, bro. If this is what you're into, go like embrace that shit, bro. Nobody would be shocked. Maybe slightly shocked, but hey.
I was just hanging with the one real one, and then obviously the Clippers were trolling me hard. So you guys. I was only talking to the one. The Clippers did me dirty there.
No, he's panicking.
All good though.
He's panicking.
There's so many bugs in my room because the stupid bitches lost.
Dude.
What?
At this point, like, I just gotta say, if that's what you're into, man, cool. If you didn't know, well, shit, stop kissing random people in the club. If this was just Clippers.
Actually, to be honest with you, this is not even a trans problem. The problem is you shouldn't be kissing people like that. I'm just gonna call it what it is. Like, no matter how much I have a point about the whole Decepticon and Autobot thing, that's just a joke, just to like get past the whole like word. But you shouldn't be kissing people in the club randomly. That's just not cool. Just don't do that. Don't kiss people randomly that you don't know or have sex with them. Don't do it.
Taking this shit out of context. Well, fucking Clippers, get better Clippers, pay them more, or just fucking fire them. Either way, I'm not shocked by the situation. I'm not shocked that he's in the situation. Bro's out here just kissing anyone and anything, in the club that he finds attractive. So yeah, he was bound to get into this situation, bound to get in this mess. But guys, what do you think about this? I'm here, I'm chilling, I'm just reacting to shit. I'm talking in real time, no scripts. We're out here vibing. What is it, like 5 a.m. in the morning? Holy shit, I need to go to bed. No, it's 7 a.m. in the morning. What the fuck am I doing with my life? Anyway, we're out here, man. I'll catch you guys in the next one.
All right, guys. I was gonna do more videos, but I think this one took too much time for me, so we'll hold off with the other ones for tomorrow or in a few days. I gotta edit this. So with that said, like, subscribe, share, follow, comment. What do you guys think? Do you think was clavicular right and wrong for what he did? Him kissing random people. I think he was wrong for kissing random people because this led to this situation. You shouldn't be kissing people randomly or having sex with people you don't know, because you find yourself in these situations, given that his whole shtick is looks maxing, or trying to get girls and being an alpha male and all that nonsense. So if I was him, I would not ever indulge in this behavior in the slightest. Now, for the person who was, I'm not going to call them a Decepticon because we don't know if the person was being forthcoming with them or told them or what the case may be, because the black guy told him and waited. So he's a Decepticon by default because he shouldn't have said anything. He should have said something beforehand, knowing how clavicular it is, because he's into bleach, blue-eyed white women 9 times out of 10, or just women, just into women in general. But like, he has a type. So like, for him to sit there and wait till he got, you know, under the influence to do what he did, you're a Decepticon, sir. Yeah, he was wrong. He was wrong to do that. You should let your boy know and say, hey, listen, bro, listen, before you pursue any of these chicks, I'm just letting you know which one's who. So before you get into any trouble or you try to get on any, you know, influences of the sort, because we live that type of life, I'm just letting you know now. So whatever happens, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? But for the black guy to wait to tell bro that was a dude, I'm like, bro, come on, man. You had that plan. You're evil. That's one. And then two, if both those individuals were honest and told him beforehand, or you know, was honest after the fact, but the fact that he didn't ask the one he actually kissed, he asked the one that was ugly out of the two. So like, why didn't you ask the one that you actually kissed? Because she was standing right there. Probably she's one of them because she didn't say anything. Evil world we live in, right? That was evil. You don't say anything after that, right? You know, that's evil. So everyone's wrong in all situations. The black guy was wrong for not telling his boy if that's his boy, because he told him. So he might know him in his, because one thing about clavicular, he hangs out in a certain group of people. He only hangs out like a VIP spot who he's paying for. So that black guy's there. He's one of his peoples probably in his circle. So that black guy should have said something before he did anything. So one, the black guy is wrong for not saying anything. Two, clavicular is wrong for not just kissing random people. He shouldn't be kissing who we don't know. And then three, if those women, if they're women, or if they are LARPing as such, they should at least be forthcoming if they were at the beginning. If they were, I can't say they wasn't, so I can't call them Decepticons. But then again, if they aren't, if they were being honest, they're one of the good guys, they're the Autobots, and they're the best. After the fact, even if he pursued them and asked them, are you X, Y, and Z? One that was honest, I think she said yes, but the other one didn't say anything, so that tells you everything you need to know. So everyone's wrong. Truly agree. Yes, it's just that's a group of villains just mingling around. It's like there's no honor amongst thieves type nonsense. Decepticons get Jesus, right? Get Jesus, guys. It is what it is. So I'm not putting all blame on the people who are claimed to be trans. I don't know if they even are. We don't know. But then again, this is Clavicular's fault. He should have been, you know, not kissing people. And the black guy should have said something if that's his homeboy, because it seemed like it is. So it is what it is. So with that said, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you guys for coming in. I hope you guys, this was entertaining. I hope you learned something. I hope some of you who watch this video didn't get offended, because I made it very clear it's not an attack on those trans people. They didn't do anything wrong, and at the least they didn't do anything wrong. If anyone who did anything wrong, it's the black guy in Kavika. They should have not be kissing people, and they should let your homeboy know. It is what it is. So, you know, it is what it is. They shall face justice, right? It is what it is. So, do you guys agree with me with my sentiment, with my metaphors and stuff? Do you think it was too harsh, too mean, whatever the case may be? You tell me. Was I being evil? Was I being judgmental? Was I being rude? Or whatever the case may be? Put your comments at the bottom. I'll read them. I'll even try to answer them if I can. If you're being too extremely rude, I'll just leave you on read. But it is what it is. So I'll let you guys go. Have a great night. Thank you, JR. Thank you, Andre. Thank you, Bri. Thank you, Bri. Thank you, Silver. And thank you, JR. I think, and PT. Thank you for coming in. And Lael. And I think Mighty was in here, but I'm not sure. I think Mighty was in here for like a couple of minutes. I'm not totally sure. Yes, but the snake, you're being defensive to the snake people. Okay, fine. It is what it is. So with that said, have a great night, guys. Keep safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you guys tomorrow. I'm out. I'm mean to the snake people. Oh, damn.